If you're thinking about living in Hanoi for a long period of time, then you may want to consider living in one of these neighborhoods. Welcome to VK in VN, everyone. Today I'll be taking you on a tour of this neighborhood located in the southwest of Hanoi, which is Ha Dong district, and the area is called An Vong Villa. In the west, this would be known as a gated community. However, this area is open to the general public, and it does provide many advantages over living in traditional Vietnamese neighborhoods. And I'm not taking away from those neighborhoods. However, if you're an expat or a foreigner, this place may be more suited to your taste. So without further ado, let's begin the tour. So we entered the neighborhood from the main road, and as you guys can see, the streets here are wide and clean, and there is enough greenery to provide fresh air and make the place look aesthetic. As we ride within the neighborhood, there are some local shops where you can get breakfast or a quick lunch. However, there is also a business area where you'll find more upscale shops and find a wider variety of things to purchase. The footage you are viewing here is a few months old, and up until yesterday, many of the houses still remain unoccupied. This has led to an unfortunate trash buildup in areas where there are no houses, and it's kind of sad to see the beauty of this place kind of degrading a bit. Hopefully more and more people will move here so that service fees can be paid and the maintenance of this neighborhood can be upkept. And we have upgraded traffic lights and proper street signs with writing on both sides. So this is what the typical house looks like, usually 3 to 4 floors. All of them are usually terrace houses, and I have not seen any that are not white. You figured that coming here so many times I would have remembered to film the apartments. Currently the place is still in development, and at the moment there's only one apartment block, which is behind me here. What a good idea to play basketball. By far my favorite mall in the city. It's pretty large with tons of restaurants, plenty of shops, indoor go-karting, and a fantastic supermarket that sells everything. And we finally reached the main attraction of this area, the lake, which acts as a place for kids to play, people to exercise, and a calm place to relax. It's one of the more modern playgrounds I have seen in Hanoi, with ample of space for kids to play and to be active. To add to the uniqueness of this park, there are strange but interesting structures throughout it for people to admire, educate themselves, and to take photos. So, how's it going? How you find Earth so far? Pretty wretched, huh? You know, I had a dream that your people would come and give me superpowers so that I can, rule the world. Think that would be alright with you? Alright, I'll talk to you later. My bad. I was actually asking the wrong alien for superpowers. Do you think I can become a Jedi anytime soon, Master Yoda? No? Yeah, I understand. I definitely don't have the Force in me. Good afternoon, dear nobleman. Do you like my British accent? I know, that was terrible. Alright, time to move on. Here we can learn a bit about our solar system. Alright, I'm not sure what planet this is, but doesn't look too healthy. I only assume this is the sun because it's orange and yellow. And finally we have Earth. However, I don't think they got the shape exactly right. You're probably asking why I would recommend a place like this to live if you're an expat or you plan to stay in Hanoi for the long term. Number one, it's a big area, so you have a lot of amenities such as the shopping mall, you have apartment buildings, you have local schools that are nearby. So if you have kids, it makes it convenient for you to take them. In addition to this, you have the lake area, which is the centerpiece of this neighborhood. And as I showed you before, there are many things to do here, to take your family for a walk. And I believe as this area continues to develop and more people move into here, the services are just going to get better. Now, in terms of price, the houses that I've showed you, I believe they go for at least probably 400,000 US dollars. Don't ask me how local Vietnamese people can afford it, because with the interest rate that the banks offer on a mortgage, it's just astronomical. And but hey, they find a way to do it. So what would be some of the benefits of living in an area like this? Well, first and foremost, it's a very large community. So again, as I said before, it is a gated community and it has its own amenities. One of the things that I really like about this neighborhood is that it has sidewalks, something you don't commonly see in other traditional Vietnamese neighborhoods. You're kind of forced to walk, on the side of the street. And although throughout my time here, I've never had anything happen to me, the fear of it always lurks in my head. I think one of the most important things about being in areas such as these is that there are things called, at least what we call at home, bylaws. So, residents just can't do whatever they want, such as burning things. And this always happens in my apartment, and unfortunately I do have to close all my windows because the smoke always comes in, and it's definitely unpleasant. In addition to this, you have security throughout the entire neighborhood, which ensure that the residents do follow the rules. For example, last night someone was just blasting music all night. Although it wasn't extremely loud, I could still hear it, and it's not something you always want to have to deal with whenever you plan to live in a place for a long time. In terms of amenities, you have the big shopping mall, which is Aeon Mall. It is a Japanese brand which has opened a few shopping malls both in Hanoi and in Ho Chi Minh City. In addition to this, you have some local schools which are pretty nearby. You have Hanoi Adelaide School, which is I believe, Australian/Vietnamese school. You also have a public school as well, so definitely suitable for families wanting to relocate to this area. So silly me, I forgot to record the disadvantages, and it's on another day and I'm in a different part of town. One of the main disadvantages of this area that I have noticed that there are no healthcare systems around. Of course, again, they are continuing to build other buildings, so hopefully in the future they'll have a hospital close by. Secondly, it is far from the center, so if you want to attend unique restaurants or any events that usually take place downtown, you're going to have to drive around, I believe, 13 to 14 kilometers. Another contrast to this neighborhood is that you don't have local shops really close by to your house, whereas where I'm living right now, I have a mom and pop convenience store literally 2 doors down, and it's just really quick for me to walk there. That doesn't mean this neighborhood doesn't have these convenience shops. You'll just have to walk a few more minutes than normal. And lastly, of course, the cost of rent or buying here will be a bit more expensive. In addition to this, I'm pretty sure that you'll have monthly fees to help pay for the upkeep of this neighborhood. And that concludes my video for today, guys. If you want more information about this neighborhood, the newspaper actually did an article on it, so I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you're interested in me exploring other neighborhoods in Hanoi, please leave a comment. Until next time, take care.